it's time for you to once again show your appreciation for 1,000 songs. Come on! We have a couple of people down here who are rounding up some people with questions. I believe there are people out there with microphones, and I know there are lots of eager people to address Linkin Park and ask questions about the album, which is out next Tuesday. So if we're ready to go, I guess we can take the first question.
What inspired you to change the sound? I'm hearing a lot more electronica, more dance. What inspired you?
I think that really, you know, the inspiration for us is just wanting to create music that is challenging to us and that makes us happy, you know, now. And so with this album, we really wanted to just be free in the studio and really experiment with sounds and structures of songs, and not be, you know, not fall back on the things that we're used to doing. You know, not falling back on, you know, distorted guitars on heavy choruses, and not falling into the pattern of doing the things that seem pretty obvious. So we threw the rule book out the window, and we decided that when, you know, it felt like we should go left, then we should probably go right instead. And that was what kind of kept us going throughout this whole process and making these new sounds.
Awesome. Thanks for having us here. I was just wondering if you guys are going to be doing like another fan video like Fate.
Joe, question.
You won't be doing another video like Fame.
that interesting to you guys, I'll keep it short. But normally the album art gets done like a couple weeks out from the album, or as the album gets finished, the art gets made. And then that kind of like informs everybody else about how the album should look. It's kind of like, you know, all these different cooks get in the kitchen and then they start doing their own thing, and they start butting up against each other's.
Linkin Park video, just look for that guy there.
Alright guys, I have a question over here. There seem to be some revolutionary undertones in all of the music on this album. It's an incredible album. I think it'll be a defining album for our time. My question is, you guys use a lot of interludes and sound bites from obviously Savio, King, and Oppenheimer. So I wanted to know, were there any other basically speeches from more radical revolutionists that you could have used that you decided not to use at the last minute?
Yeah, well, I want to say something real quick before we jump. You can answer that, but the fact that people feel like ballsy enough to say the nice thing, like what he just said about, I don't even know, I feel uncomfortable even repeating what you said. But we've been doing some interviews. I've been talking to the guys about this lately, where we're doing some interviews and people are saying some really nice things. And I have to admit, sometimes we're not used to that because we've been, you know, we get some nice reviews, we get beat up in the press, back and forth. I mean, you know, whenever you sell a bunch of albums, people feel like you're gonna get beat up. You know, people are gonna say nasty things, and people are gonna like try and call it out or whatever. And it just feels good at this particular moment for people who are listening to the album to feel comfortable saying, like, I think it's good. That's good enough for me right there. That's really great. And whatever's going on, I hope we can